Okay, so yesterday I got really fucking annoyed, and the reason I got really fucking annoyed was I was building the livestock farms and I ran into an issue. Let me begin by just sort of pointing out where things are right now. We have got a number of villagers that have been bred to come out here onto these beds, because the way that I'm getting villagers into my villager breeder over on the other side, I'm going to need 4 of them, is I have put 10 beds. I've got 4 right here, and then I've got a line of a half dozen more beds. You can see here that we've got 1 right there, and then we've got 2 right at the beginning of this bridge that I built out into the ocean. And then here we've got number 3 farther out along the bridge, number 4 along the spruce bridge leading to the main island, and 5 is right here at the bottom of the stairs, followed by up here at the top of the stairs there is a 6th bed, and all of this leads into this area where we have over here 16 beds waiting for villagers to be bred, but those are going to come out of this villager breeder over here. And right now this area is open. I am going to block this off so that the villagers can't get out once I've got them in here, but I'm going to have 4 villagers in here with their 4 composters, and we're going to have the 4 beds right there for them. And then over here, villagers cannot walk under a trapdoor. They think they can, but they can't. Adult villagers cannot walk through here. I can, no problem, but they can't. And because this is too high, they can't jump up and get back in there. So what we've got is we've got an area up here where the villagers will be hanging out, and they'll be farming crops, and they'll be breeding, and then the baby villagers will come over here, and they'll drop down into that area where they can't get out. And you can see here, the adult villagers will run into the trapdoors. They'll just kind of stand here and be unable to get through. The baby villagers are only 1 high. They're going to run through. They're going to fall down. So what we'll have is up here 4 villagers that are going, oh, look, there are all of these beds down there that don't have anybody sleeping in them. We'd better produce more villagers to sleep in those beds. And then they'll produce the villagers to sleep in those beds, and that will end up working out just fine. And in fact, I should block off this area so the villagers can't get out of here either, because I want to control that. I don't want to have villagers just like jumping out and running around all over the fucking place. I want the villagers to stay where I put them. So the easy way to do that is with rails. I don't have enough rails. I need to make more rails. Have I got everything I need to make rails? I have got everything I need to make rails. I will make half a stack. Okay, and as you can see, I made a trip to the Nether to pick up some stuff. It was a relatively small trip. I didn't do any real exploring or anything. I just went to the Warped Forest and the Crimson Forest and used my Silk Touch pickaxe to pick some stuff up. I have also, if you recall, I have done a whole bunch of trading so I could collect all of my diamond armor, and that's all just what I could buy from the armorer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk out back here, and this area is where I want to make my little, this is our this is the area where I will be growing hyphae. And that will give me a whole bunch of useful stuff. Now, I don't actually need to do this, but I like, when I build the iron farm, because I've got lava in there and because I'm using signs, I like to use crimson or warped wood to build those signs because it's fireproof. So because of that, I prefer to use fireproof signs, even though signs are, naturally fireproof. I just feel like they shouldn't be. So I regard that as a bug that may be fixed one day. But it won't be. Nobody's going to fix that bug. Because fundamentally, that bug is something people rely on for so many mechanics. Wart. Then I got a bunch of other stuff. I come over here. We got netherrack. And we've got in the precious crate, we have some gold ore, and we have some nether quartz ore, and we have some glowstone. Hey, does fortune work on glowstone? That's a good question. Okay, if I stack up, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glowstone, this would theoretically be, this would cost 32 glow dust to make. So if I break, do I get more than 32? I do not get more than 32. I get 31. Okay, so that's not sustainable. I am down 1 glow dust from even. So, and that's with Fortune 3. So that's the best you can do. And well, alrighty then. Put my shroom light away, my wooden shroom light. I'll put my glowstone away, and I'll put my glow dust away. Oh noes. But yeah. Okay. Where was I in terms of explaining stuff? Oh yeah, here's the villager breeder and whatnot. So that's all in place, and I have now finally explained why we have the double step drop off here. And we've got the trap doors to keep the adult villagers from walking out, and we've got the double drop off to keep the baby villagers from walking back in. And then we've got this area right here that I'm going to block off. And then and will I block this off here? Or here? That is a good question. I will block it off here. I will block it off with wood. That is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take 15 blocks of wood planks and just throw them up there. But anyway, up here we've got the beginnings of the crop farm, which is going to be this big huge vertical. And over here you'll see that I got started on the livestock farm, and I said, you know what's going to be a pain in the arse to get over here? Rabbits. So I brought 2 rabbits over here, and I bred the rabbits, and I got myself like 6 rabbits, and then I walked over here without a carrot in my hand because I wasn't planning to breed the rabbits. I was just going to come over here and go, yay, I got rabbits. And 5 of my 6 rabbits jumped over the fence and out of the area, and they jumped up on the wall and they fell to their deaths in the yard. So clearly, I don't know how to build a rabbit farm properly. I've never done this before. And also I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, bundles aren't even in the game. I think there's a Vanilla Tweaks data pack that will put bundles in the game. So I think I'm probably going to go get that and add it to my mod list. And yeah. But then over here, you can see I've got 4 villager pods here, and I've got 8 villager pods back along this back row, and then I've got 2 more there, and that's my 14 villager pods for a trading hall. So everything is laid out. I know exactly what's going to go on. Here's going to be our here's going to be our tower of crop farms, and here's going to be our tower of livestock farms. But the rabbits are an issue, and I'm just kind of sitting here going, how the fuck do you build a decent rabbit farm? And as I'm thinking about it, I'm realizing the only way I know to build a rabbit farm where the rabbits don't get out is I build automatic farms where the rabbits are sitting in there and You have the upper chamber where you breed them and the lower chamber where you kill them, and then you have the hopper in the chest to collect their drops. So I think I have to build one of those. But if I'm going to build one of those for the rabbits, then why don't I go ahead and build one of those for like everything else? And if I'm going to do that for everything else, then that changes the entire feel of the it changes the entire feel of the livestock area. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I think what we're going to end up with is a series of automated farms that I can use. And if I'm going to build that, then the tower is going to be slightly different. Down here on the bottom, I would put, you can see it's got the one really huge jump that takes it over top of everything. So that's a big suck. Can't keep your rabbits where you want them. But anyway, what I would want to do is I would want to do like cows and mushrooms and rabbits and chickens and pigs down on the bottom level, and then when you move up to the next level, there we would have a bunch of sheep with colored wool. So I think that I'm going to do a bunch of stuff down here, and then I'm going to do a bunch of stuff on the next level up. I think I will still do like somewhere in the tower, I will do like horses and shit. Actually, the stable should be outside so you can easily take the horse out of the stable. And it should really be outside of the fence too. So it shouldn't be here. It should be like here. It should be in that space right there. That should be the, we're on an island. I don't need fucking horses. What do I need horses for? It's an island. Am I going to ride my horse around the fucking island? That's not a good idea. That's just dumb. I don't think I need horses. That's not even a thing I need to worry about. I do not need donkeys. I do not need llamas. I just need the various stuff that you kill for food and for wool. So, yeah. Let's, anyway, I'm annoyed at that, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. And because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, what I would rather do at this point is I would prefer to just go into the Nether and try to find a Nether Fortress. Because, yeah, that's what I would like to do. And I don't want to do that offline. So I'm going to jump on in here. And I'm going to head across. And over here, I need to figure out which direction is probably going to find me another fortress. Wait. There. That, I think, is another fortress. To get there, where am I? Wait, is that also another fortress? Yes, it is. Okay, so, all right. Here's another fortress right here. It's a rather substantial nether fortress. So So let's think about how to get there. What is this? Is that? I don't know what that is. That's some kind of structure, I think. It's very straight. Wait, is it just? Oh, okay. That, yeah, that's the path back to my. Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. Wow, that was dumb. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get here, or here at least. Minus 30, 61. So if I'm going to minus 30, so okay. There's minus 15. Oh, okay. I ended up off by 1. Let me build a little rim so I don't fall off. Okay. And let's okay, so that continues off this way, and we will probably make ourselves 30, 61. So we're going off this direction. And you know what? I do need to... Okay, so we're thinking ahead here. What I'm going to need is, I'm going to need a rail that runs from here around to the side here. It's going to run to minus 30, and running down along here, we're going to move down to... Yeah, we're going to move down to 61. Okay. So we're going to shore this up. We're going to put a rail around it. And we do still need to make this 3 high all the way down. Okay. There's our initial setup. Now, one more with a rail. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Oh, and it's way down there too. Okay, so I do see it. All right. Now. Let's clear this out too. Clear that out to 3 high, and what we want to do at this point is, well, first of all, let's shore things up there. Man, it is a good thing I am wearing my... It is a good thing that I am wearing my gold boots. We're going to head out here to have a look at where this is. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up the chunk borders. I'm going to use that to kind of ballpark what we're looking at here. So I want to get to the next chunk border, and the next chunk border is going to be, or 6. It's not all that much farther. It looks like we only got... There's the chunk border. Now you can only see the detailed chunk border for the chunk you are currently in. So in order to see the detailed chunk border for the next one, I'm going to move one block further. We got 1, 2, 3. There's 4 across, and now I'm going to go. I'm going to put that in place. We're going to have a look, and we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're going 10 out. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that should put us right over top of the fortress. But okay, and we've got all of this space between us. We got all of this drop that needs to take place. So what I'm going to do here is... Oh, crap. I missed. Okay. I need more. Okay. And there we have that. And here we have this. And here we are at 62. Okay. So from here, we can turn this off now. And what I want to do at this point is, well, first of all, I do not have what I need to drop down into this Nether Fortress, which is specifically, I need some sand. So I'm going to head back, and I'm going to grab myself. How far am I going here? It's minus 29. Okay, so minus 30, minus 61. Is that what we're looking at? Yeah. So I'm going to need a substantial number of rails and a substantial number of powered rails, and I'm going to need to build some sort of staircase that leads down here. But this is actually a really good location. So we're going to head over here. All right, yeah. And this is spawn, so I don't want to go to spawn. I want to go back to my base. I don't actually have to do this. I have set my home appropriately. I will talk about that at some point, but using the home teleport pack, I could just type trigger home, head back to my home, and collect whatever I needed, and then I just type trigger back, and it takes me back to where I was before. And having the enchanting table, which required me to have all 14 workstations, is what allows me to do that, because those are the rules that I've just made up. But instead, I'm going to go through the process manually, because it's good to go through the process manually, and because it is generally confusing if you see somebody just teleporting all over the place and whatnot. Anyway, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to go, hey, I need some sand. In fact, I'm going to bring 2 stacks of sand, even though I really only need 1. And then I'm going to head back. I'm going to walk on back down here. And once I get back to where I was, I will demonstrate that there's a much faster and easier way to do this by showcasing the home and back commands. I typically use these for convenience and don't really exploit them, but they could be exploited if you wanted to. So anyway, I'll walk on over here. And I would like to kind of shore that up. So anyway, I will walk over here to the area where I need to tunnel downward. And once I get here, I will show off that I didn't need to do that. Instead, I can just use the home and back commands. So I can come up here and I can go trigger home, bam, I'm back home. I grab my stuff, I trigger back. Destination has not loaded yet. Really? Wow. Ouch. Well, that sucks. I think I've just found a bug in the back command. Because, you know what? What I can definitely do is I can teleport to world spawn, and then I can go through the portal here, and that prevents me from having to go across the okay. That prevents me from having to walk all the way across there. Anyway, that makes things easier, these little teleport things. And I don't have the strict arbitrary teleport command. But I do have multiple homes. So, for example, what I could do is I could come over here and I could say, okay, let me head over in this direction and trigger set home set 1. And now, if I trigger home, oh, it only works in the, this is confusing. Does it not work across dimensions? That might be the issue. Yeah, you better run, bitch. God damn it. Do not like fighting these things. They're fucking obnoxious. In fact, I'm going to wall off this area so I don't have to. Okay, I don't actually have enough netherrack to wall off this entire area. Have I got any more? I have not. Well, I've got crimson nylium. You can use that, I guess. Trigger home set 2 works fine. Trigger home. Okay, yeah. All right, I've now ruined my home set. So, okay, so let's trigger set home set 3. Trigger spawn. Teleporter to world spawn. And yeah. I didn't need to do that because I got to go to the Nether anyway. Okay, let me run and do that. And then we'll so I got this test farm. I've got 3 homes set at the moment. One of them is the test farm that I set up in the desert for preparing to establish the villager breeder. That was a long and boring video that I didn't post. And one of them is obviously this set here, which is where I'm going to go and set the main home with trigger set home, set 1, and trigger home set 2, takes me to the test farm. Trigger home set 3 should take me to the Nether. And trigger home all by itself should now take me back to the primary homestead. And indeed it does. So home set 3, there we go. All right, now this is the point where I don't want to use the silk touch guy. Okay, so looks like this is where I can drop sand. Let's drop some sand here. See what we got going on. We're at height 79. Okay, so if I drop a single piece of sand, pop, it lands there. Okay. So this is where I want to come down. 28, 79, 60. That's it. Let's take that down. So, from this point, okay, so we're at 58. Sure, we're coming down. 58 on the final number. We're going to come up here and we're going to go. Coming down at 58. And this should be dead center of my path, right here. Which it is. Okay, so we are starting at 95. Well, all we really have to do is count how many blocks of sand we needed. We'll need twice that in netherrack, which I think I've got. $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28. Yep, 28. So 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24. 25. 6. 7. 28. There we go. So there is the staircase that we need, and what we need here is now we just need to make our way down. 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. I hate heights, so this is really nerve-wracking for me. Hence the general quiet, so I don't just like freak the fuck out and shit. Okay, much better. Much better. Okay, so here is our staircase down into the Nether Fortress. And our next order of business is to secure the space. I apologize for that sneeze. It kind of snuck up on me. Let me pause so I can blow my nose. Okay, there we go. So, what am I going to need here? I'm going to need a bunch of rails. Well, the number of rails and the number of planks are going to be similar, so we're going to go... Okay, we're starting from 0. So just count up. We got, in the dead center, we got... I got 29, and then we got 59, so 90. So we're going to need 90. We're going to need 90 rails, and we're going to need 180 planks. And neither of those is an issue. And this is... yeah, this is the one near spawn, so... what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to do set home 3 actually in the Nether Fortress. Actually, I'm going to come down here to this part of the Nether Fortress, and I'm going to go, hey presto, trigger home, and we're going to trigger back, and it works. Trigger home, there we go. I'm going to hang around here for a while. And once I have, well, let's begin by making ourselves a bunch more. That's 89 rails. And where are we on powered rails? We got 9 powered rails. I'm going to need a few more, but in order to get a few more, I'm going to have to collect some gold. So let's head out here, and we'll go switch to my Fortune 3 pickaxe and make my way down the stack. And now we'll head over here, jump in there, and we'll make ourselves a bunch of gold. And then we'll, we got any more gold nuggets? I have. And now I can make 18 powered rails. I need more than 18. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to need... do I need more than 18? No, I'm going to be fine. I'm good. Okay, so there's that. Have I got spruce planks? I have got spruce planks. I've got spruce slabs right there. And I will bring some more spruce wood, just in case. I'll put the jungle logs back, and I'll replace it with spruce. Got those. I'm gonna need some levers. And in order to make levers, I am gonna need some cobblestone. And let me come over here and make, I don't know, I'll make levers as I need them. Yeah, okay. So now let's see if back works. And it does. Okay, so that was just an odd little weirdness. That could end very, very badly. So what I want to do here is I want to you know what? I think it would be smarter to use some bright birch slabs here instead. Okay, so here's our rail area. I think I want to collect some birch. I will go do that in my tree farm. So here's that, and here's this. And this runs over here, and it runs straight down all the way to the bottom, and then here we'll have the end of the station. Right? Now this is just okay. Yeah, that's a no. That's not the direction of the full fortress. The full fortress is over here. So we want to head this direction, and that implies that we want our rail to run along the right-hand side here. So we want that rail to run along the right-hand side, and okay, it's going to come back here, and I will put nah, we'll run it along this side. Fuck it. Okay. All right, so that's not going to be interesting, because at this point, all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to lay a bunch of slabs all the way down here. I'm going to chop down a bunch of birch trees. I'm going to grab myself a bunch of birch slabs. I'm going to make myself a bunch of birch stairs, and I'm going to set everything up running all the way down here. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I should shore up the opposite side, because we're going to be coming around this direction, because we're going to be running the rail along the inside instead of the outside. I think what we want to do is we want to bump this out one more in that direction. So we're going to bump this out in that direction, and we're going to fill this part in over here. We're going to fill this in at least one high, probably higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of shore up this tunnel, probably with pure netherrack. I'm not likely to do any meaningful terraforming of it. And then we'll run that along that side. The slabs and stairs will come down here. And at the end, down here, we'll be able to start exploring the Nether Fortress. So I'm going to do all this grunt work of building the pathway and shoring it up and all of that crap and making it reasonably ghast-proof. And that's going to be our yeah, right there. Just going to run that through like so. Fill that in. Fill that in. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this. This is going to be what I'm doing. So, let's see. How do I want this to run? I think I want this. problem with netherrack is that it's always breaking more than you want it to break. I am going to shore up that space and that space. This part of the video is literally me being too lazy to press stop. Yeah, okay, there we are. That's that is a reasonable safety measure over here. I still need a roof. The roof is important because you see right there, that's Crimson Forest up there. If I do not put a roof on this, then hoglins will just jump down on top of me with no warning if they happen to spawn in that vicinity. And that would not be good, so I don't want that to happen. All right. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a long and boring process that that you probably don't want to watch. So we're going to come out here. I think I want to put the column there, and we'll fill that in, and I will probably do some additional shit. Okay, there's that, and okay. I need to head back to the homestead. Ah, shit. Trigger home. And I need to get myself some structural netherrack. Make some space. And I need to get myself some birch wood. I don't think I have any. I do have some. 28. It's 104. No, it's 112. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to throw this raw pork chop in there and this leather. I need to dump a bunch of stuff. This crimson roots I don't need. I got more nether quartz ore. I don't need my gold nuggets. And okay, and I think I'm done with the sand for now, so I will I'll toss the sand back in here. That's famous last words, I know. I don't think I need any more of this. And then I show up and need it. Because, of course, that's what happens. But, yeah, I'm going to busy myself setting up the, what you call it? Setting up the minecart rail. I'm going to set up the minecart rail, and I'm going to brick in the. I'm going to slab off the various areas, and I'm going to do that with this birch wood that I've already grown right back here. So there are the materials right there that I'm going to use to slab in the area. So I'm going to grab a bunch of those, and I'm going to take them into the nether, and I'm going to make my way down to the Nether Fortress, and I'm going to build myself a rail that leads all the way back, and that's going to be kind of difficult because I have to build a rail system that goes uphill, but it's not going to be all that difficult, so yeah, everything will be fine. It's cool. It's cool. Everything will be fine. I just gotta, you know, set everything up. And then I'll have this, then I'll have everything set. And I will mess around a little bit to figure out exactly how many rails I need to make it all the way up. But, okay. I've got my marching orders. I'm going to do a bunch of that offline, and when I come back, I will probably have that, I will have that set up, taken care of. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Okay, okay, bye.